All right. That's not what I want. I want the Greek. Let me see. Hello, guys. If anybody's out there, my name is Sarah from Green Hypnotherapy, and I am going to be starting my live soon. But if you don't want to hang around, it's no problem. I'm just looking something up that I need to put into my notes. I just finished a session with a client, and it was pretty awesome. And I'm going to share a few takeaways from that session, and then also tell you guys about what I got coming out in October. Because in October, we're going to be go live together. Let me see. How do I do that? I have never fully figured this out. But this is Sarah from Green Hypnotherapy, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips for your own hypnotherapy sessions, and also for like what you can do at home to help yourself get rid of some of this trauma, get rid of some of this pain and anxiety. October 30th, I'm going to be dropping a free guided hypnotherapy session on my website. You don't got to pay anything. You don't have to put your information in to get it either. It's going to be at green-hypnotherapy.com. And that's for people who are wanting to do the work. You can't afford therapy. I think therapy should be free. I personally think that insurance and government should cover everything because that would make for a better country. But we already know that we live in a corporation, so it doesn't happen. So I'm going to be giving a lot of stuff away for free on my website starting October 30th. And for people that are willing to do the work, that are ready to do the work to heal, it'll be available for you guys. If you want to book a session, you'll be able to do that too. So also for the month of November, I will be offering, I guess closer to when we come up to Black Friday, I'll be offering some seriously discounted sessions just to start to help people get some segue into their healing journey, because everybody is, oh, thank you, Kathy. You are a gift too. I appreciate that. Everybody deserves to heal. Everybody deserves to know who they are, and everybody deserves love. And tonight we're going to be talking about love, because I had several sessions this week with clients where it seems like the key thing is the people that they thought would be there for them were not there for them. The people that promised to love them forever and to always be there weren't there. And so the key is to kind of turn our love into ourselves. But I realize in the English language, we don't even have the terminology for the different types of love. People don't even know what love is. Love is a verb. It's demonstrative. If you say you love somebody, be willing to back that up with actions. But before you can even do that, you have to be able to back it up for yourself. So we're going to go over that a little bit tonight. But once again, October 30th on my website, green-hypnotherapy.com, you'll be able to download a free guided meditation and guided hypnotherapy session so that you can go inside and use my voice to guide your healing. Because I have this image of the world that if I can impact one or two people, that ripple effect is going to be massive. And if you learn how to heal you, now you're going to be able to take that forward and teach other people. That's really what it is. I'm not going to be on this earth all my life. Wait, yeah, I am. I'm not going to be on this earth forever. And so my intent is to take what I know and to plant seeds so that people can take it and grow. So if you're interested in that, follow my TikTok. You can follow me on here. I will keep you updated. October 30th, I will be releasing a free guided hypnotherapy session. You'll be able to put your earphones in. It is so dope. It is so dope. It's not just my voice. It's got it's amazing. So you'll be able to hear it, put your earphones in, and it's going to be amazing, especially for people who are neurospicy and who have a lot of anxiety, like myself. So the reason I went into hypnotherapy in the first place is because I ended up having hypnotherapy sessions that completely altered and changed my life. I mean, hypnotherapy, I can't even begin to tell y'all the person that I was before, the lack of courage and the self-doubt that I was dealing with, the fear, the anxiety. And after 2 hypnotherapy sessions, I started noticing just little changes in myself. And I went on from there, and I was like, I got to learn how to do this. And so I did. And here I am. My backgrounds, can I pin the website? Yeah, baby. How do I do that? Do you have any available now? No, the first one will be up on October 30th. I do have them available, but I don't have them on my website. It's going to be October 30th, and I'm going to gladly give you guys that for free. I'll pin the website. You know what? I'll put it on my TikTok, and because I have no idea how to do that on here. And I will go ahead and make sure you guys get this information. It says, oh, wait, let me see. Green dash hypnotherapy. Oh, I think this is how I do it. Y'all bear with me. Be patient with me, because I'm going to make sure y'all get this. Like I told you, I'm not going to be on this earth forever. And I can't take my knowledge with me. I can't afford to do that, because everybody and their grandmama and their kids deserves to heal. So I just commented. Now let me see. I don't know if I can, I don't know how to pin it, but I did comment it on there under that hypnosis. So you guys will be able to get it. Green, my last name, hypnotherapy.com. And it's a very simple site. I will post it October 30th. And I will make sure that you guys have that, because if you can heal, then that means, well, not if, no, you can heal. When you heal, you're going to take that healing and teach other people. Like, real talk. Okay, laugh out loud. You're going to take that healing, and I hope you guys got it. It's on there. You're going to take that healing, especially if you have a heart to help other people heal. You're going to take what you learn, and you're going to be able to teach other people. And if each one will teach one, we good. The world is going to be amazing. And my hope is that by the time my children have children, that there's a healing wave that is spreading throughout the world. So we already see all these revolutions happening all over, but man, love is a whole revolution. Tonight, I just want to talk to you guys about the different types of love, so that we can kind of differentiate, because I don't know if you realize, but English only has one word for love. We have a lot of infatuation going on. We have a lot of lust going on, but we really don't have a lot of love. In the Greek, there are 9 words for love, but there are 7 that are main use. And it's eros, which is that romantic sexual love. We have philia, which is that brotherly love. And like brotherly, deep friendship, sisterly love. We have ludus, which is basically like playful love, the kind of love that you see, like that puppy love, but also you see with kids on the playground. This is my best friend kind of thing. And then we have agape love, which is that God love, that love for everyone and everything. And that also includes love for ourselves. When you have agape love, it's because you see the God in other people. So good evening, King Joe. It's because you see the God in other people. When you can see the God in other people, it's easy to love people. When you can see the God in yourself, you won't let anybody love you half-assed. Real talk. You will have a boundary up that people will have to either come correct in order to cross that boundary and that barrier, but it won't be like an angry boundary or barrier. It's just that people are going to realize they're going to have to approach you a certain way. And then, of course, there's pragma. Pragma is that long-standing love. That's what you see the old married couples that still love being with each other. That's what you see that they've developed. And the last one is philodia. Philodia is love of self. And that is where you love yourself enough to take care of yourself. A lot of times, we don't realize it, but in our interpersonal relationships, we have to develop all these different types of love if we want it to be strong. So I'll be doing actually a guided meditation next month that involves talking about love. The one that I'm posting on October 30th on my website, it's in the comments, is going to be free. It is completely free. You don't have to give me a whole bunch of information. I am not the type of person to sit up here and email people 500 times a day. So I don't have time for it. So you will be able to download it for free. And I want you guys to take that download, to use it, and to use it to help yourself to get where you want to be. If you have difficulty sleeping, dealing with insomnia, dealing with anxiety, dealing with low self-worth and self-doubt, dealing with fear, especially fear about your purpose and moving forward, then this is going to be the download for you. And if you're working towards becoming the best version of yourself, and if you're actively working towards your healing, I would love to work with you. Send me a message. comment on one of my videos and I will respond. I promise you I respond to every comment I see. So if I don't respond, it's because I didn't see it, then ping me again. But I'm going to be doing that for free on my website, green-hypnotherapy.com. And over the next few months, you'll see more downloads there. Some will be for purchase, some will be free. And the ones that will be for purchase are way, way long. They're ones that are like an hour long. The ones that are for free are going to be roughly 20 minutes long, because they're going to be teaching you how to go within, how to go inside so that you can do the work. And you'll be able to just sit down, find a comfortable place to sit, find a place to lay down, put your head, or you can sit up against the wall, however you want to do it. I like to do mine in my car. When I get home, I park and I just sit there and I'll listen to a hypnotherapy session from myself or from one of my colleagues. And I'll just go ahead and go into a state of hypnosis and deal with whatever I'm dealing with. Because I may be a hypnotherapist. I have some other credentials, but this is what we're dealing with today. I may be a hypnotherapist, but it doesn't exclude me from being human. Therapists, pastors, preachers, teachers, CEOs, directors, nobody has it all together. You may think people are up here. I promise you, everybody has something they're working on. You and I, we are having our human experience. You are God having your human experience, basically. You have God on the inside of you. You having this human experience. You're going to come across emotions. You're going to experience hardships. You're going to experience anxiety, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to suffer, and it doesn't mean you have to stay in that experience. And my hope and my goal is to teach people how to come up out of that experience, how to take those experiences and learn, and really how to love. You are love. You really are. Nobody really teaches babies and children how to love. We just do it naturally, but somewhere along the line, we seem to forget. Now, I don't know why, but we seem to forget. So if anybody has any questions tonight on this live, feel free to ask to be on here. I'll bring you on, no problem. And we'll have a conversation. I love doing that. And so let me know. And guys, tap that screen. Give me some likes so that my video feed gets up there, if you don't mind, so that other people can see. Because I want as many people as possible to know that they can take charge of their healing. They can do it themselves. You do not need to pay a bunch of money to do it. It's there for you. The knowledge is there. It's there. I have lived a life, paid for the knowledge with money through school, but also just through life experience. And I love, 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 love to give this information to people who are really ready and willing to use it to become the best version of themselves. So you guys I hope you know that you're worthy. I really do. I hope you know that you're worthy. You're worthy of all the good things. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of freedom. You're worthy of peace. You're worthy of being paid what you deserve to be paid. You are worthy of joy. You're worthy of every good thing out there. And just because sometimes we think that our past precludes us from having the good things, no, baby. I told one of my clients today, I look at people like Mike Tyson and Jim Carrey, even like Keanu Reeves. Oh man, I just forgot his name. Robert Downey Jr. I love him and I forgot his name. How their past and the stuff that they went through, and it was all out there in the media. And now you see these men come back, and they're now the men that we look at and we listen to them, and they're like sages sometimes. They have all this wisdom because of what they experienced. Some of the stuff you're going through now and some of the stuff you've been through is for the growth of other people. And it takes us up in wisdom if we allow it, if we learn from it. And I'm not saying that things you've been through were right. I'm not saying if somebody hurt you, it was right. What I'm saying is that you can take those experiences and you can use them to catapult yourself where you want to be. Because you can deliver a message to a certain group of people that I'll never reach. You can deliver messages to certain audiences that would never receive from me. People will receive certain things from me because that's my audience. But you, oh baby, you got something. You got something that this world needs. And however you deliver it, if it's through music, if it's through art, through dance, if it's through writing and poetry or through a novel, if it's through fixing somebody's car and you're just talking to them and you show them love that way, if it's through building houses, whatever it is that you have, I can't do what you can do. And nobody can do it how you can do it. So my hope, my goal is that I get a chance to impact people and remind you guys of what you're worth, remind you of what you deserve, so that you can take it and you can grow. I will gladly teach. I will be using my platform to teach and to encourage, and I encourage you to do the same. Thank you guys for 1.3K likes. I appreciate that. So my goal is to really use my platform to teach people the tenets of real love, because a lot of times we're looking for love and we get the fake stuff. It's like fool's gold, you know? We get that fake stuff, and pyrite is pretty, but all that glitters ain't gold. But if you really want to learn how to walk in your healing, how to have your healing, first thing you got to do is you have to learn that level of philotia, or self-love in the Greek. You have to learn that. It's important, because when you have that level of self-love, what's going to happen is you're going to feel very secure in yourself. You're not going to let people walk all over you. I just posted a video, TikTok, where one of my friends said to me, people will walk all over you and then complain that you're not flat enough, right? There are times where we allow people to walk over us because we're trying our best to squeeze love from them. We're trying to show them love, but not everyone can receive love. Not everybody has the receptors for it, because some people have just blocked themselves off. And some people are able to be taught, but not everybody is. You deserve to give love and receive the same kind of love that you're able to give back. Not everybody has that. Let me see, who is this inviting to the lab? Come on. How you doing?
Camille, I'm gonna touch some land of one.
You asked to join my live. How you doing? I'll
Good.
wait for you. You doing good? Where you at? All right. I don't know. We having a connection issue. So, Top Fighter said, I'm trying to get to the point where I can truly love myself. Top Fighter, I feel you on that. And it is a journey. And I'm going to tell you, it's the kind of thing where when you're trying to learn to truly love yourself, it's, I don't know who that is. It's a case of trial and error. And it's going to go up and it comes down and it goes up and it comes down. It's not a roller coaster, but it's more like an EKG when you're learning to love yourself, and then eventually it gets more steady. It really more steady. I don't know who that was that joined my live, but sometimes people join and we have a conversation. I don't think they spoke much English. That's all right. Thank you for joining. But Top Fighter, yeah, when you're getting to a place where you can truly love yourself, sometimes it feels like an uphill battle. And it takes practice. Love is a verb. It is a verb, whether you're showing it to yourself or somebody else. And one of the hardest things that I find, especially within myself, I'll speak for myself, I'll try not to speak for my clients, is that some days you love yourself this much, and some days it's like, I didn't do something so good. One of the best ways to build up love for yourself is when you start to feel proud of yourself. You take little measures and little steps. You do little things for yourself. You may buy yourself flowers. And yes, men like flowers too. You may end up going to the gym consistently. You may end up just taking a walk in nature, and you see something in nature that reminds you of the beauty that you have inside of you. Because you do. You have all that beauty inside of you, and the whole world is waiting for you to see it. I got to be real. A lot of times other people will see our light before we see our light. A lot of times other people will see the beauty inside of us before we see the beauty inside of us. And I have a lot of male clients, and it's so interesting because I realize, and you can please correct me if I'm wrong, or if you want to join the live, feel free. A lot of times I find that my male clients have a harder time receiving love because at some point in their life, somebody has told them that they weren't worthy or they weren't good enough if they didn't make enough money, if they didn't provide, or if they weren't a certain height or a certain body type or something, that they didn't deserve to have love. And I have to debunk that. I want to debunk it so hard, because you deserve all the love. You do. You were born deserving love. And when you can give it to yourself, yeah, it's magic. It is, it's magic. And sometimes it's as simple as taking yourself to the doctor and making sure you have a checkup. Sometimes self-love is as simple as waking up in the morning, taking a shower, looking at yourself in the mirror, and just really taking a good look and saying, man, I love you. You're doing the best you can. Men typically aren't told we have inherent value. I know that's true, but it's hard to get over. Because subconsciously, thank you for sharing that. Subconsciously, if you've been told that or you've seen it in media, in music, oh man, in music, a lot in music. If you've seen that portrayed or told to you by friends and family, or you've just seen it in front of you and nobody even says it straight to you, you've seen it portrayed, you internalize that. We internalize things that we don't even realize we're internalizing. And we hold on to this energy. And the key is to take that energy and transmute it. Those thoughts and feelings are not yours, but they create beliefs. And the key is to find the root of the feeling that created that belief and uproot it. To literally like go into your subconscious mind and rewrite it. The guided hypnotherapy session that I'm releasing on the 30th is going to take the first steps to do that. It is free. It is free. It is free. Download it on the 30th, please, because you're going to be able to rewrite and really start rewriting that part of your mind that has told you that you don't have any inherent value unless you're providing financially. Like I always hope my guy friends, man, they come to me. I'm very tall. So I kind of envelop people when I hug them, but my guy friends, I always try to make sure they know that I love and appreciate them and that there's a respect there. Is your book in your bio? Oh, it's my website. It's going to be on my website. My book isn't in my bio. My book is a children's book, actually. No, that's not in my bio, but my website, I will put it back in my bio. TikTok, I had it on there. And when you clicked on the link, for some reason, it didn't go to my website, but I have to figure that out. If you have any suggestions, I'm going to go Google it and watch a YouTube video. I'm going to be responsible and put it in there. I'll do that. I'll make sure it's in there. But you'll be able to do it. It's green-hypnotherapy. I did put it in the comments. I'll do it again. But it is green-hypnotherapy.com. And a very simple website page that tells you about me and my services. But there's a page that says downloads. And on the 30th, you will see a download there for free. You don't have to put in your information or anything. You just got to go download it. And that's it. But yeah, I really hope, and one of the things I always say, I hope that the men in my life have an opportunity to know, if they don't know love from anybody else, they know it from me. That they actually can feel it when they talk to me, when I hug them, if they're long distance, when I speak life into them, because they're very important. I know, create a link tree, pin your site there and put the link tree in your bio. Okay, will do. Thank you. Okay. I do know what Linktree is. I didn't know that that's how that works. Thank you for that, Top Fighter. I appreciate you. Will do. I'll get on that tonight. I wonder if that's... So with Linktree, I can do my website and I can probably link it to a YouTube too, right? Because that's what people are doing. I didn't realize... Okay. Thank you. But yeah, if you are on here and you have anybody in your life that you care about, let them know. When you tell people that you love them, remember, love is demonstrative. It is a verb. You have to act it out. And I don't mean like you have to stand at somebody's window with a boombox, yelling, I love you, or like Rocky and be like, Adrian. You don't have to do that. That's extra. Love is as simple as showing up and being there. You can put your socials there as well. I have no Facebook. I deleted Instagram. TikTok is all I got. And it's pretty much, even though I know from a business standpoint, I should have all of that. But I don't really, other than TikTok, I don't really like social media. I like to see people face to face. I'm an old head. So, but I get better at that too. I'm probably going to be hiring somebody soon to manage all that because it is a lot. So I like to be able to do what I'm good at, and what I'm good at is working with people and helping people heal. I got a text message a little while ago from one of my clients. She did 2 hypnotherapy sessions. She's a doctor now. She had failed her exams for the past 1.5 or 2 years, and she did her 2 hypnotherapy sessions. We removed the blocks. So her blocks were kind of relating to unworthiness, but more so anxiety. And she's a doctor now. She passed her exam today, and I'm happy about that. So that's my third or fourth person to pass their medical boards. And that makes me feel so good, because when you guys succeed, I succeed. I had my other client do his session today, and he's pretty amazing. I'm impressed with this young man. And his thing was about anxiety about going back into an arena. He's a public figure, going back into an arena after something happened. And he went back into the arena, and he had to call me and tell me, like, he had no anxiety. Like, woo, thank you. He was like, I had no anxiety. He said, I saw the people and the ones who put me down and who did this and this. And yo, it was like nothing. There was nothing. When I hear that, I know hypnotherapy works, because I know the change in me. Thank you, King Joe. Thank you, Top Fighter. Y'all rock. I like y'all. So, but I love y'all, actually. And when I say that, I sincerely do. That's why I do my best to show up on a daily basis for my business, show up on a daily basis for my clients, and for hypnotherapy as a whole, because I know I'm going to be a representative of this thing I say I believe in. Then I have to show up, right? So when y'all succeed, I succeed. That's a good feeling. So when it comes to self-love, or in the Greek, philodia, I want you to understand, showing up for yourself every day, and even if it's just in one way, is the key. If you make a promise to yourself, keep that promise, because that's how you learn to let your subconscious mind trust you. One of the reasons why we often have trouble with loving other people is because we don't always believe that we're worthy of love. Now, this is aside from anybody who's clinically diagnosed as a narcissist. I know that's a hot word right now, and I'm not a fan of how it's being used, because not everyone is a narcissist. Some people just have CPTSD and, chronic PTSD and childhood PTSD. Not everyone's a narcissist. But aside from that, if you know that you're worthy of love and you show up for yourself, what that does is it creates this catalog in your mind of all the ways you're going to require other people to show up for you. Does that make sense? So if you know that you go to the gym today, or go to the gym every day, I said today because I have to get there in like 45 minutes. But if you know that you go to the gym every day or every other day, and that's what you do, and that's one of the ways you show up for yourself, and you do that consistently, what you're doing is teaching your subconscious mind that it can trust you. It can trust itself. It can trust you to show up. You have different parts to you. There's something in hypnotherapy called parts therapy. Everybody has different parts, different facets. Imagine it like a jewel. You turn that jewel this way, that's this facet. You turn it this way, that's this facet. Sometimes those facets are fractured. And when we have those fractures, they can happen in childhood. And what typically happens is if you go through a traumatic event in childhood, it keeps you pinned at that spot. So now with hypnotherapy, when you go into your subconscious mind, we go to that part of you and we help that part grow up back to where it should have been all along. And what happens is over the span of about 30 to 60 days, you're going to find that there's this change. You're not going to feel the same drain, the same hurt, the same anxiety that you were feeling before. It's going to be very different. And as that part starts to really stretch into the fullness of who you are, you're going to find that the things you tolerated before, you're not going to tolerate anymore. You're going to have so much self-worth and self-value. These are things you can actually do for yourself at home. And like I said, I know I'm not cheap. I'm not, my services aren't cheap, but I know one thing's for sure. I want to leave this world a better place. I'm willing to offer my services as a voice recording for you guys to just download for free, so that you can use this at home. You can do the work if you're willing to do the work. That's it. That's really it. I would love, love, love to hear you guys have used those recordings and hear that you have taken your own healing into your hands. When you teach your subconscious mind that it can trust you, it's going to do anything for you. It's going to work with you, not against you. The goal and the key is to become friends with your subconscious mind, because I know that some of us wake up in the morning feeling dread. Some of us look in the mirror. We don't even want to look in the mirror because we don't like what we see. Or we may like our physical visage, but we don't like our mental or spiritual or emotional visage. We will beat ourselves up, but then we want our subconscious mind to help us accomplish something. When you can take that facet of you that feels like it's shattered or broken, it's still a part of you. It hasn't gone anywhere. When you can take that part and see the beauty in it. When you can take that part, there's a Japanese art, I think is it Ichigoro, where they take gold and they, like when a glass or something or a teacup has broken and they inlay gold and it makes it in a different type of beauty. When you can take that part of you that's been fractured and you can lace it with gold and you become a different creation, you become something so beautiful. Yeah, it's nice. You are not your past mistakes. You are worthy of love. You are love. You are. You're God having a human experience, and isn't God supposed to be love? What's a good way of finding a passion in life? I feel there's nothing I really love to do. Oh, first, look at what you used to like to do as a kid. Go back to your earliest memory of things you liked. If you liked Legos, I know it sounds silly. I know it's going to sound silly. If you liked Legos and that was your thing as a kid, I kid you not, go buy a set of Legos and just do it. Even if it's like one of those little cheap Dollar Tree sets, go buy a set of Legos and do it. What you're doing is you're now going to be curious again. The key is to get curious. You don't know what you like until you try it. No baby knows that it doesn't like peas until they try it. And no baby knows that they love bananas until they try it, right? We don't know what we love to do until we do it, or what we don't love to do until we do it. So if you're looking for your passion in life, the way I found my passion, I've always known. I majored in psychology and communications with a minor in Spanish language and culture. I've always known those were things I loved. I got into the field and realized I lost passion for it. So I floated for a couple years teaching. I was a social worker. And I knew that these things, even though I loved working with children, I loved teaching, I loved my third graders, they livened me up and they kept me feeling young. But I knew it wasn't my passion. So I said, okay, I got to try something different. I need something new. So I went and I became a CNA to see if I wanted to go into nursing. I was like, this ain't it. I don't, bodily fluids and I don't work. And then I said, okay, you know what? Let me see. What if I try notary? So I went and got my notary. I was like, oh, I'm good at it. It's good money, but I don't want to wake up and do this every day. And then I realized, well, I've always loved counseling. I never stopped with counseling. So I said, okay, what's a way that I can use spirituality? Because spiritual matters, I pretty much have a triple PhD at this point. It's not even funny. What's a way that I can combine spirituality with counseling and also have it scientifically backed? Because that's important to me. And also, in essence, make myself better. And I ended up having hypnotherapy sessions for myself, and I was like, this is it. And I'd had friends over the years tell me, you should be a hypnotherapist. I was like, no, I don't know. The science isn't there. Not too sure about it. Second guessing. And I finally did it and realized, oh my God, I love it. But I would never have known that I loved it if I hadn't tried it first. One of the things that I'm passionate about is canoeing and kayaking. How did I know I love that? I went and tried it. And then I went and got certified to teach it for Girl Scouts of America and found that, hey, I really loved it. If you think there's nothing you love to do, you haven't tried everything. You really haven't. You may want to be a chocolatier. You may want to be a pastry chef. You may want to be a bungee jumper. Have you tried those things? So, one suggestion I will give you, go to Groupon. Don't think I'm patient enough to try new things. Go to Groupon, scroll through the Groupons. And if something catches your eye, just pin it. Just pin it. If you see something on there for a sushi making class and you know you love sushi, pin it. And then come back to it and say, okay, of these 5 things I pinned, I'm going to try this one this month. And go try it. If you think you're not patient enough to try new things, are you patient enough to keep wondering what your passion is and never find out? You got to have some level of patience. Because you're listening to me. I'm new thing. Hey. So If you're able to sit here and I can hold your attention, trust me, there is something out there that's going to hold your attention. Especially if they require me to go to school for it. It took me 8 years of it. Baby, listen, who you telling? Who you telling? When it comes to new skills, I will tell you this. There's things that you're passionate about, and then there's things that you do to make money. I am blessed and fortunate enough to finally be doing the thing I'm passionate about to make money. This did not come overnight. While building my business, I worked as a non-emergency medical transport. I worked as CNA. I worked as, I didn't want to go back into social work. I was like, I'm done. That's it. So I refused to do that. I did things so that I could, until I could, one, build belief in myself that I could run my own business and support myself. And two, what's my zodiac? And two, I did it because I needed to eat and I needed to pay my bills. So when you're looking at something for going back to school, I'm a Leo sun. Let me pause on that. I'm a Leo sun. I am an Aquarius moon, and I'm a Taurus rising. So when it comes to going back to school, you don't have to go back to school all the time for your passion. For hypnotherapy, I went back to school for 7 months. It was a 7-month program, and I did that because of how deep I wanted to go into it. And once I started, it was hard to stop. When you're passionate about something, you're going to want to absorb it. You're going to want to learn. You're going to want to be around it. Okay, picture it like this. Imagine your favorite person in the world, a person that you could just be around all the time. They don't always talk your ear off. They give you peace. When you want to have good conversations, you have it. You can go to the movies with them, do nothing with them. Imagine that, and you want to be around that person. You start craving that person, right? It's the same thing with your passion. It's the same thing. When you really love what you're looking at and what you're studying, you kind of want to, you think about it all the time. You cannot stop thinking about it. I tell really young people when they're asking about their passion, I say, what is that thing that you think about from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep? What is that thing that you go to bed thinking that, dang, I could do that better than that person? Or dang, I could make this thing better. Or man, I would love to learn that. Just do it. This life in the Western world, we have this idea, this hustle mindset, and hustle culture, I'm hoping dies out because we're not supposed to always be tired and drained and go, 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 go. I'm working that out of my subconscious mind now because I'm always on the go. We are supposed to, as humans being, not human beings, as humans being, as God having a human experience, we're supposed to be here to enjoy this life. And I know we need money to survive and thrive. And I know that we need, well, you know what? Money is energy. I know that we need currency to survive and thrive. I know that we need to be able to do things to support ourselves. But remember, if you're thinking money for passion, you are the money. You really are. You are money. I get paid to speak to people and it pours out of me. Wisdom pours out of me. My gift pours out of me. Because I'm finally plugged in where I'm supposed to be. Am I perfect? No, and I'm not trying to be. Nope. I am God having a human experience. So when you find that thing that you think about, that little itch that bugs you, that thing that if somebody says something, you can go off on a rant about it, that's where you want to first look. Now, if you're looking for passions for things to do for fun, that's where you go to Groupon. So it depends on what kind of passion you're looking for. And you can turn anything into a business. I saw some people on TikTok and I was shocked. They turned their love of racing into a business. This other person turned his love of noodles and stuff into a business, a lucrative business too. Noodles, not like spaghetti noodles, ramen noodles. Turned it into a business, and he's like got 1 point something million followers on here, and I'm just like, well, what am I doing with my life? You know, he's passionate about noodles. Now he has other things he does, other passions, but that, yeah. How you hypnotize people. You late. Why you came in here late, Kiero Comion? What you use? I use my voice. I use my voice. That's what I use. I'll be on 10/30, October 30th, on my website, green-hypnotherapy.com. You will be able to download a download of my voice guiding you through a hypnotherapy session. It's going to be roughly, I think it's 20 minutes long. Oh yeah, only my voice. Baby, you powerful. And the funny thing is, I teach you. I know you did. It's okay. I teach you how to hypnotize yourself. Because I'm just the guide. I'm the narrator. I want you to imagine that I'm reading a book to you. I'm the narrator. Your mind is what creates the pictures in the book. So when I go into a hypnotherapy session and I help a person go into a hypnotic state, I'm using my gifts, my tools, my talents, and my voice to be able to put a person into a hypnotic state. It's that simple. I have a certain things that I have written out. Are you thinking like a pendulum or something? Some people use that, but no, not at all. I'll give you an example if you would like. You want an example? I want to know how to say your name. Kiero Comion? Kiro? Am I saying it right? Kiro Comion, okay. All right, could be Kiro, come on. I'm not sure. Did your family always say, come on, you're running late? Have you tried before? Have I tried hypnotize? Oh, yeah, I have clients almost every day. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. So with hypnotherapy, something that we do first is called is an induction. It's one of the first things we do. So with an induction, if I have a client in front of me, I'll have them look at my hand and I tell them, find that one spot on my hand. You find this one spot on my hand. Pay attention to that one spot on my hand. While you're looking at this spot on my hand, I want for you to take a deep breath in through your nose and all the way out through your mouth. Very good. Now keep paying attention to that spot on my hand. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, I want you to think, relax. Good. Relax. Continuing to pay attention to that spot on my hand. Pay attention to that spot. Take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, think, relax. Relax. Very good. One final time, take a deep breath. Inhale all the way, and as you inhale, I want for you to think, relax. Relax. Continuing to look at that spot on my hand the whole time. I want for you to pay attention to that spot on my hand. And then I continue with that. And so I modulate my voice because my voice is very therapeutic. That was one of the things when I was a regular counselor in the mental health field, which I did for 12 years, that helped my clients to come to a calm state. I learned that when my clients were schizophrenic, when they are in a drug-induced state and I needed to calm them down, that my voice was very powerful. And so I take that and I translate it to hypnotherapy. Not every hypnotherapist does that. Some people use a very monotone tone and they talk like this. You're going to find a spot on my hand and you're going to pay attention to it. And as I go up, you're going to inhale. Why does my face keep doing that? Did y'all see that? Oh, okay. Is there a filter on this thing? I didn't know that. But anyway, some people do it. I thought I just looked that good. I'm a little mad. Hold up. Oh, wait. Okay. Rude. Anyway, I'll bring it back, guys. So some hypnotherapists, they just use a monotone voice. And they go, continuing to pay attention to my hand. You're going to pay attention to my hand the whole time. Keep your eyes on that. And then they will scare you into, it's a shock. It's not a scare, but it's a shock. And it's an instant induction. And so there's so many different ways to induce hypnosis, to induce a hypnotic state. But it's just using your voice, and I don't even have to use my hand. That was just one of like 50,000 examples of what you can do to induce hypnosis. So once you have a person in induction, then we go into a deepener. And a deepener is a countdown. So I want you to imagine that we've done this and I've come forward and maybe I've touched your forehead. Your eyes are lightly closed. So I say, with your eyes lightly closed, close down lightly. I'm going to count you down from 10 to 1. At 10, you begin to feel more and more relaxed. 9, deeper down, deeper still. 8, deeper, deeper, deeper. 7, sleep, sleep, sleep. And I bring them all the way down to number 1. Before that, I give certain instructions so that while they're doing that countdown, with each level that you go deeper, you get more relaxed. Hypnosis is an extreme state of meditation. There could be things going on all around you, and it'll be like it just fades into the background. And when it's done properly, you'll hear things. You'll hear people talking. You may hear a dog bark, but it just won't matter. It just doesn't matter. And it's taking you into that space of in between awake and asleep, because that's when your subconscious mind is the most receptive to suggestion. That's one of the reasons why when you're sleeping, be very careful of the music you play. You don't want to play music that's, got that thing almost put me to sleep. then it's working. You want to get yourself to that state where with your hand, you want to get to the place where you're in a state of such calmness and relaxation that now when I take you through to the next level, you're able to hear my voice. And then my voice will guide you. And let's say that you've come in because you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety and self-doubt. Let's say that when you come all the way down from 10 to 1, you exit through a door. And in this door, there's a chalkboard. And on that chalkboard, you have the words written, I am not good enough. I am unworthy. I am sad. And then I'll take you through that, and over time, we will erase those words, and then we will write new words. And it will be the opposite, and I only use your words. Are you doing hypnotherapy to me now? No, I would never do that without your permission. So we would go to that chalkboard, and we would say, now we're going to write new words. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am happy. And we would do that repetitively 3 times typically. And I change the words around. And there's a whole lot of other imagery that's painted when I do this. And I'm only using your words. It does not work so well if I use my words. So in the initial parts of our session, what we do is we find the thing you want to work on, and we find your words, and I get very deep to the root of what the problem is. I help you root out the root cause, and we rewrite it. We rewrite it. So that now, once it's rewritten, with your new words, with what you'd rather believe about yourself, with what you'd rather feel, it's a game changer. And on October 30th, I will be putting out a free guided hypnotherapy session on my website. I am going to go ahead and do a link tree tonight because I said that I would. So, and Top Fighter gave me some insight, and I appreciate that so much, very, very much, because now I'll know better how to serve you guys. So whatever work I have to do, my hands are cold, whatever work I have to do to serve you guys and make it easier for you guys to download what you need to download, I'll go ahead and do. I might be up till 1 a.m. trying to figure this out, Top Fighter. But if you get a message from me in your inbox saying Google didn't help me at all, then just be ready. But yeah, as for you, Kiro, I would never hypnotize somebody without their consent. Can you hypnotize with a pendulum, or is it difficult? Yeah, I can hypnotize with a pendulum. I don't actually have any in office. I'm in my office now, and I'm like, I never use them. And the reason I don't use them is because pendulums, you have to be able to control them. So for instance, I could use this to do it, and we could go back and forth, and you keep your eye on the bracelet, right? No, I don't have any pendulums. I have crystals in my office, but I don't have any pendulums. I was trying to see if one of my crystals could be a pendulum, but they're too big. They're way too big. So no. I got my prayer cubes. You can't use these though. Yeah. Anyway. But no, I don't have any pendulums, but I do, some people use a necklace. I've never used a necklace, and I just thought about it looking at it. Some people will just use their necklace. But by using my hands, my hand is kind of how a pendulum would work. But understand, pendulums are not typically used for hypnotherapy. Pendulums are more so used when people are trying to, it's almost like muscle testing, when people are trying to discern if something is a yes or a no. So many people think that hypnosis is mind control. You know what is mind control? I know people think that. You know what is mind control? Television, movies, media of all sorts, including music. You know what else is mind control? When you learn how to control your mind. If you don't learn how to control your mind, Somebody else will control it for you. They will have you believing that you should be ratchet. They'll have you believing that you should be, I say ratchet, it's not one of my favorite words. They'll have you believing that you should be a stereotype or a stigma. If you don't learn how to control your mind, it will have you believing that you're not good enough simply because of your gender, your color, or your creed. I don't say race because race is a made-up concept. You have to learn how to control your mind. Otherwise, many think you will make them look like a chick. I love that. I know. And you know why people think that? Because of stage hypnotists. And those are hypnotists. There's a difference between hypnotist and hypnotherapist. Very big difference. Hypnotists are not always successful at having people do that. I've heard of it. And they put those things in movies on purpose because the goal is to make people laugh and also to make people scared to learn how to control their own mind, to learn how to control their own subconscious. I've never made anybody cluck like a chicken. I've never tried because I guess for me, because of how hypnotherapy changed my life for the better, I would never want to cheapen it. And I would never want to do something that's going to make it unreputable. Unreputable, yeah, that's the word. Because it is important to me. This is my passion. I want to know, but you can do it if you want it. Can I? Okay. So here's the secret about hypnosis. Nobody can make you do anything you would not have already done. If you're not the type of person who would have already clucked like a chicken and enjoyed being kind of silly and showing off, hypnosis is not going to make you do that. I feel drawn towards you. Hello, Mariah. Follow me on TikTok. On October 30th, I will be on my website. I will be putting up a free hypnosis, a guided hypnotherapy session that you can do from home. It is free. I don't want your information. You do not have to put your information into anything to get it. You'll be able to do it free. She magnetized you. You know what? I believe that energy attracts energy, Kiara. I believe that energy attracts energy. We are attracted to those things that have something that kind of resonates with us, like a magnet, as you said, magnetize. So just like you say I magnetized Mariah, then apparently I magnetized you. And I'm responding to you because your questions are magnetizing me. I'm really magnetized towards going to get some food and going to the gym because it's what I want to do. So energy attracts energy, like attracts light, right? With magnets, it's opposite polarization, but with humans, it's a likeness, a like attracting like. And if somebody sees something in me, if someone sees something in you and they come closer towards you, then you have magnetized them. You've drawn them to you. But I'm going to tell you, that works positive and negative. Because if you are vibrating really low out of fear, you're going to draw more scary things to you. Out of anxiety, you're going to draw more anxiety to you. But if you're vibrating from a place of love, from a place of peace and joy, you're going to draw those things to you. And just like a fire, like a moth to a flame, we can sometimes draw moths to us or something negative to us, and they just end up, it burns them up. You magnetize me too when you do that thing with your hand. Well, that's simply because you were focusing on my hand. Focus on what you want. Where you focus is where your energy goes. Where focus is, how does the saying go? Where energy goes, it grows. So if you focus on my hand, then what I'm saying to you and what you're focusing on is what is going to have an effect on you. But if you're not focusing on my hand, I could tell you to focus on my hand all I want. And if you decide to focus on the wall behind me or you focus on the TV over there, then it's going to be different. Now, there's a catch to that. The subconscious mind, it hears and sees everything. That's why in our dreams can be so rich and vibrant, because while we're out and about, our subconscious mind is seeing the person that walked over there. Our subconscious mind is hearing the music that was playing over there, even if we weren't directly focusing on it. And that thing with your voice was so relaxing. Thank you. It's intended to be. It's intended to be. That's my gift. My gift is genuinely to bring love and peace to people. That's what I do. That's what pours out of me. It's who I am naturally. I've always been that way. My mother was a drug abuse counselor, substance abuse counselor. And one of my earliest memories, I was about 3 years old, and we were at a DV, a domestic violence shelter. And my mother was working with this woman who had come in, and the woman was crying. And my mother went up to her, and she put her arms around her. Well, 3-year-old me, I look over and I see her child, this woman's child. And I went up to them, and they were looking like wide-eyed, not sure what's going on. They see their mother crying. And I just hugged them, and I said, you want to play with me or whatever? And they came over and they played with me, and I kept the child calm and feeling safe. And that was me at 3. Oh, imagine if you got in my presence now. So, can you show us some crystals? Yeah, I'll show you some crystals. You are very genuine. You know how to remain cool, calm, and collected. Thank you, Mariah. I have to. That's part of it's part of my training. It's part of a lot of years of training. I've been doing this, for a very long time. For a very long time. And remaining cool, calm, and collected is what I do. But it's also who I am. I will gladly show you some crystals. Give me a second. Boom. Those are pictures from my kid, from my son. So you guys can look at those. Let me grab the sodalite. And I will grab some carnelian, emerald, and sandstone. Why not? All right. So this is my sodalite. You want to see my crystals? Yeah, I got crystals in my office. This is sodalite, and it's for throat chakra. I have it in here because, one, I like the stone, the crystal, but also because sodalite represents throat chakra and the ability to speak your truth. I have, this is emerald. Emerald is more so for the heart, but it can also, is a heart opener, but it can also help with throat as well. It's a very grounding stone, I find, and it's a lot of the things that my clients are dealing with are directly affecting their heart and their ability to heal. So I have that one in here. This is sandstone. This one I have in here because it is supposed to be very grounding, and on the bottom of it I wrote all is well. And it's one of the stones that I used when I was in a place feeling like I didn't know what direction to take. So it was one of the things that I used to meditate with for grounding. And this one is carnelian. Carnelian because as a Leo, this is my stone. This is my crystal. Are you doing live? Usually, yes. Every Thursday and Sunday. I'll be back here on Sunday. But carnelian is for the root chakra. And this is a grounding stone. This is for people, one, who are having, I love, by the way, that it had like a heart kind of in there. But this is for people who have a lot of difficulty with feeling stability, with feeling grounded to the earth. Sometimes my Aquarius moon really has me in outer space. I like to think about things very broadly, deeply, and I love just thinking about all the conspiracy realism sometimes. So this one is supposed to really help with grounding. But it also is very good for people who are trying to, Leos are manipulating zodiacs. That's what they say. What? Child, please. No. Okay, we're going to cover that. Hold up. So with carnelian, it's also for people who want to have a stronger root and sacral chakra as well, which is dealing with sensuality, sexuality, that kind of thing. Now, Leo's manipulating zodiacs. No. All right. So understand, with astrology, that stuff is just energy. Let me roll that up. It's energy. You are not just your sun sign. My sun sign is Leo. My moon sign is Aquarius, right? The energies that are being affected by in a person, that's what the zodiac or what astrology is. If you were born in the northern hemisphere, then we go by a certain grouping of suns or a grouping of signs. If you're born in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be reversed. So if I had been born down in New Zealand or in Africa, then I wouldn't be a Leo, I'd be an Aquarius. Understand, it's because of the stars that are above you, and just like the moon affects the waters of the earth, the theory is that the stars affect us and the energies within us. So if you believe in that kind of thing, cool. If you don't, cool. It's all good. What's your name? Thank you for asking. My name is Sarah Green, and I am the hypnotherapist at Green Hypnotherapy. And you can find me on TikTok under that hypnosis. Also, sometimes that hypnotherapist chick, but people couldn't seem to read that when it was all together. And yes, Sarah with an H. And you can also find me at green-hypnotherapy.com if you would like to learn more about me, about my business, and about my mission. You'll be able to find me there. And I will be setting up that link tree. So, time for one more question if anybody has one. I appreciate you all for being here, for attending. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Once again, October 30th. October 30th. I will be releasing, that date is special to me. I will be releasing a free guided meditation hypnotherapy session on my website. Nice to meet you on Sunday. Thank you. I hope to see you on Sunday. I'm going to sleep. Have sweet dreams, peaceful sleep to you. And may you love yourself 100%. What kind of, any question, anything you want to ask, Mariah, I will be glad to answer to the best of my ability. So October 30th, green-hypnotherapy.com. It'll be a free guided hypnotherapy, guided meditation session that you'll be able to use at home. And you'll be able to just sit in your car. I like to sit in my car because it's a contained space. And then it's like surround sound. But you'll be able to be in your room with speakers, but preferably with earphones. You're probably going to want earphones for this because it's pretty amazing. And you'll be able to go through. Mariah, will Rodney and I get back together? Are you asking, Mariah? What's your husband's zodiac? I don't have a husband. I'm not married. Mariah, will Rodney and I get back together? So, Mariah, I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm not a psychic medium, but I will tell you that, have you been around anymore? I'm around trees all the time. I can't stay away from trees. I just haven't filmed. Well, yeah, I have recorded. I just haven't posted any recordings. Mariah, I will tell you, the best way to ask yourself if you and somebody else are going to get together, or the best way to find out is to ask yourself, to get into a quiet place and just sit and to allow the expectation of the relationship to fall away so you can actually hear. Because it may not be a question of will you get back together. The question may actually be, do you need to get back together? And when you're real with yourself about that, then the answer may be yes. And now you get direction about where you need to go or what you need to do for you. If the answer is no, then the key then is to accept and to say, all right, this or something better. If Rodney's not for me, then Billy may be, or then whomever may be. And you allow yourself to open up for the universe to bring the right person to you. You become the right person. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. I appreciate the question. I did say any question, so it's perfectly fine. Have you been around any more trees? I answered that. What's your husband's zodiac? Not married yet. Your previous husband. Oh, it just made me go blank. Taurus sun. Do you have kids? I have a stepson. Those are his paintings back there. His birthday was Monday, and I went and we hung out. And then Sunday or Saturday, I'm taking him to my favorite national park because I'm not me without trees, and he loves trees too. I got him when he was 4 years old. He came into my life. He's 11 now, and he's amazing. He's like one of the sweetest, most kindest kids. And so we're going to go to my favorite national park. We're going to climb this high tower so that he likes to climb trees. I taught him how to climb trees when he was 5 because he was afraid of heights. And he hasn't stopped climbing them since. So I'm going to take him there to a canopy tour. We're going to climb up, and I'm going to let him take pictures and scream and yell to his heart's content and look out over the whole forest and talk to trees. So yes. I want a genie. You want a genie. You find a genie, you make sure you send them my way after you make your 3 wishes. I'm just saying. Okay, thank you. I think I'm a rabbit. I would love to know the reasoning behind that. Are you procreating a lot? Oh, so sweet. Thank you, Mariah. So, you guys, it is 8:02. I have a date with the gym. Not Jim. Well, I guess we can call the gym. But I have a date with Jim. I have to show up for myself today and every day. in little ways and big ways. Do you want to know the reason? Sure. What's the reason that you think you're a rabbit? Dígame. Tell me these things. I want to know. Talk to me, I say. Chat, please. So, yes, you guys, make sure that you show up for yourself. And remember, when it comes to love, what's my photo? Oh, that looks like the Donnie Darko rabbit, actually. I can't fully tell, but it does look like the Donnie Darko rabbit. When I get off here, I'll probably click on it to find out. But when it comes onto it, make sure you show yourself love first and foremost. And if you're looking for your passion, try new things. You don't know you like something or don't like something until you try it. All right? All right. October 30th, green-hypnotherapy.com. My link tree will be up on my website by morning, even if I have to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. Top Fighter got me fighting for my life with this one, but I'm gonna do it because you guys deserve it. And you can hypnotize me and think I'm a rabbit. Only if you already think you're a rabbit deep inside, then yes, I could. With your bracelet, I could do it with my hand. I can do it with my voice. I don't need my hand or my voice to do it. I mean, my hand or a bracelet to do it. I could do it with just my voice. So, but I would never without your permission. So, with that said, good night, guys. Yes, you are a rabbit when you want to be. Good night. Love you. Bye. You got this.